Hey there, and welcome to the Oki Strength Coaching app. This is going to be a sample overview video of what your program may look like on the app, how to access it, how to add your data so that you can track all of your sessions. So if you go down to the bottom of your today screen, you will see the coaching button. You simply need to click on that, which will take you to this screen of coaching, where you'll see the following headings being training, tasks, habits, macros, and food journal. If you just select the top of the screen there, anywhere underneath the training title, it'll have the days of the week listed with any sessions you've completed or ones that you need to do. You simply just press on that area. It'll take you to this training screen, which will list the sessions you need to do on the allocated days for that week, which you can change around the days, which I'll have recorded in another video. So to start a session, you simply need to select one of the training days, and it will take you to this screen where there is an option to start the workout. It'll give you a list of equipment. It'll also give you the list of the exercises that you are to complete in that session. So if we hit the start workout button, it'll take you to the first exercise of the program or the warm-ups of the program if allocated. In this screen, you'll see an exercise tutorial video. You'll also see the exercise heading as well as 4 buttons underneath that. So starting from the left on those buttons, because they are super important, the first one will allow you to access the history of your progress on that exercise. You'll be able to see the weight you did last, the reps, etc. The next button is going to be the comment button. Now this is super important. This is also where you'll be able to upload videos of you doing the exercise for technique feedback. So that is where you upload videos and comments. The next button with a dumbbell with a little plus sign is going to allow you to add an exercise before or after, or to add a superset. And then the next button with the 3 little dots is going to allow you to add a set, replace an exercise, or delete the last set. Now, if you do need to replace an exercise, you just hit that replace exercise button, and it will take you to the full exercise library on the app. Now, if you're not sure what to do as an option, please let me know, and I'm happy to allocate other exercises for you depending on availability. And you sometimes will also have additional or alternative exercises to complete if you can't do the first option, okay? Under that, you'll also see the recommended tempo for the exercise. Now, there is a far more in-depth description of what tempo means in the training basics guide that you would have received upon onboarding. So please read that thoroughly so you have a better understanding of what tempo means, as it is super important. Under that, you'll also see the progressions that we are looking for, or the notes for an exercise. So you'll see here I have listed to gradually increase the load each week by 2.5 to 5 kilos in total, or to gradually increase reps by 1 to 2 per set each week. Now, that is not always a exact science, but each and every week we are looking to try to do better. Now, there are several forms of how you can progress. These are just the 2 most preferred options, but in the training basics guide, there is a full list of how progression may look week to week in the program. We can't always be adding reps or adding weight in each exercise, but that is the overall goal for an exercise program. So if there are any other notes, you'll also see them listed there. Beneath that, you'll also see the sets, the weight, if allocated for a specific exercise, usually going to be primary lifts. You'll also then see the reps and the recommended RIR. Now, RIR is super important, standing for reps in reserve in your program. Now, for a further explanation of that, please go to the training basics guide, as well as I explain it much more in depth there. Now, on this page is where you're able to complete your exercise. So you can change the weight if need be of what you actually did. You can look at the different reps and how many reps you actually did. And you can also change the RR based on how high and how hard you were working for that particular exercise. Now, if you tick off the little tick on next to that first set, it'll then take you to your rest period timer. Once you finish your rest, you can then complete the next set, obviously, and then once you've completed all sets, you can then swipe across the screen to access the next exercise.